Hey guys, welcome back to another episode Off the Pie Charts. I'm your host Tyler. First of all, I want to thank all of you. We've reached 200 subscribers on my channel. That's amazing! I appreciate all of you. Today we're going to learn how to make this winter-themed cake. I've never made one of these before, but they're all over social media, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I make new videos weekly and you won't want to miss it. As always, the ingredients you need will be in the description box below. Let's get started. All right, for the yellow cake, you're gonna need butter, sugar, vanilla, eggs, flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, milk, and sour cream. Just to let you know, before we start, I'm doubling my recipe, so keep that in mind when you make your cake. The first thing you wanna do is add the sour cream and milk together and let those sit so they can warm up a little bit. In a stand mixer, add your room temperature butter and mix it for about 2 minutes on medium speed. After the butter is nice and creamy, let's add the sugar. This you want to let mix for about 5 minutes. Now's the time to add the eggs and the egg yolks. You want to add these in one at a time while scraping the bowl in between, just enough until they mix in. Now we're going to sift the flour, salt, baking soda, and powder. And here we go. Look guys, it's snowing. That was easy. Glad I didn't have to strain myself. Now it's time to mix the wet and dry ingredients. You're going to start by adding some of the flour and then some of the milk, and then repeat that process while you're scraping down the bowl. I sprayed my cake pans and put some parchment paper in the bottom. Let's get the batter in the pans. Keep in mind when filling these, you want to go about halfway. So you just kind of spread it out like this while you're turning the pan. With these in the pan, I like to tap them on the counter a little bit to get all the air bubbles out. Let's put them in the oven at 350 degrees. They're gonna be about 30 minutes or more. You're gonna wanna do the toothpick test. While the cakes are cooling, let's make our buttercream. Start by adding room temperature butter to your stand mixer. And mix that together for a few minutes until it gets creamy. I'm gonna add in some vanilla. For this size of recipe, we're gonna need 8 cups of powdered sugar. Make sure you put in a cup at a time and scrape the sides down. All right, all the cakes are cooled and we're ready to stack them. I'm gonna start by putting some buttercream on the bottom here. All right, we're just gonna get some buttercream on the cake. You just wanna take an offset spatula and spread it out. Now for the second cake. Once again, more buttercream. And the spatula again to smooth it all out. And the last tier goes on. While we're here, we're going to start adding some buttercream on the outside for our crumb coat. And you want to take your bench scraper and just hold it up against the cake board. On the top, you can use your offset spatula again. You're just trying to get a light coat of buttercream on there to hold in the crumbs. All right, now we need to let this cake chill in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Once the buttercream is firm to the touch, you're ready to start decorating. Now I'm going to be trying for a ombre effect here. Just trying to use these different shades of blue to mimic a wintry sky. Didn't take too long. You just have to get some separate bowls with some food coloring and mix it up. I heated up my bench scraper with some warm water, and same thing, you just want to pull them all together. From the top, you just want to use your offset spatula again and smooth it on. The ombre turned out pretty good for my first time. I'm just going to use this tree cookie cutter. Give me an outline on some of the mountains here. Also make sure that the mountains are all the same height. Now that we have the mountains outlined, let's go ahead and paint them. Oh, I'm not feeling so good. Welcome back to the show. I'm so glad you could join me. Today, we're gonna paint a winter landscape on this cake. Let me just go ahead and load up my paints. Now before I get started, all the colors you need are gonna be on the screen for you. Let's go with some titanium white, and we need some gray for the mountains. All right, you wanna take your palette knife and load it up with some paint. And you just wanna follow those lines there. And get that mountain shape going. Just like that. And what the heck, let's give him a little friend here. Just like that. See, anyone can do it. There's no mistakes. This is your cake. I'm glad that you could join us today. What's great about this is you can get to a point where if you feel frustrated, you just pause the tape. Just catch up and then come on back. All right, now with our titanium white, you're just gonna put some snow on the mountains. Just drag it down, just like that. Now it's time to move on to the trees. Oh, my head. Oh, sorry guys, I blacked out. Let's finish the paint. My offset spatula, I'm gonna try to add back in some of the snow on the bottom. Just try to make it look like some fluffy snow banks there. With some of my green, I'm gonna come in here and try to add some bushes. Now with the brown, just gonna come in and add some tree trunks. You can come in with the green and just fill them in. As I had so much fun making this cake, I've never painted one before. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new, please hit subscribe and the notification bell. Let me know if there's anything you want me to bake in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to make it happen. Once again, thanks for the 200 subscribers. You remember my promise, at 500 subscribers, I'm gonna eat a habanero pepper. I don't wanna do it, but I will. So make sure to share my videos with your friends so we can get to that number. Until next time, this is Off the Pie Charts. Let's see what this cake looks like.